Welcome back, everybody. Dren608 playing Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. We just had these two's weddings spoiled by a demon attack, which was based on jewelry that we got from Derek Sunhammer. So now we're going to have to go back there. Was there anything I was supposed to take on these? Oh, there was loot here. I should go grab the loot. Sorry. You can keep their bodies, but I'm taking their stuff. Okay. And we'll get down here, and we'll go out, and we'll go back to Dresden. I don't think I can teleport, so I have to walk. 3 hours to get back there. Yes, we're gonna enter. And I don't get a choice? Usually I get a choice. So I guess I'm gonna go straight to his shop. Do I get to keep everybody with me? Or do I have to face him down alone? That'll be bad if I have to face him down alone, but... There's dead people all over the place. Have you seen the bodies in the streets? I'd bet anything this is the doing of our jeweler. If you're ready, let's go, quickly. Let's go to the jeweler. You know, Commander, sit up, praise Abadar, you're alive. This usually distant commander struggles to catch her breath after running. Says, nervously clenching her hands. I received news from other temples of Abadar. Most disturbing news. What we saw at Alan's and Kiana's wedding has been happening across Mendev. People who bought Derek Sunhammer's jewelry have been dropping to the ground lifeless with demons emerging from their bodies. The damage done is hard to measure. Demons appeared in 100 locations, and many of them immediately used the turmoil to commit atrocities, killing, stealing, wrecking, wanton destruction. Some were quickly dealt with, the cursed jewelry taken from them, and the imprisoned souls freed, but most of the demons fled, taking the jewelry containing the souls of their poor victims with them. Escape 2. The Inquisition of the Church of Iamide is searching for him, but they have no leads as yet. The Church of Abadar is doing whatever it can. We also suffered losses among both our congregation and our clergy. Such a devious plot, and how skillfully it was executed. Let's come him right here. I even talked to him. I didn't suspect a thing. I often get a sickening feeling from traitors. Some of them are nasty pieces of work, the way they rip people off. I got the same feeling from him, but I didn't even think of looking closer. Our churchmen have never taken the victims into their care. The priests will keep their bodies alive and well, but unless the jewelry is found and their souls returned, all these efforts will be naught. It's not clear, but he's been the foremost jeweler in Mendev for several years now. He counted many of his relatives among his clients, nobility, generals, priests, merchants. They, their children, or their loved ones are now only lifeless bodies, their souls stolen away and hidden in who knows where. Once there's blackmail and sowing blind panic are limitless. I suppose the Inquisition and the Mendevian authorities will try to keep the situation under control, but it's still extremely dangerous. I don't know what it is anyway. Magic, like, and highly sophisticated measures that. The jewelry items were well protected. No one detected the demons hiding in them. If we assume that Derek somehow not only made the jewelry, but also charmed the items, we must conclude that he is incredibly powerful and skilled spellcaster. No, not all of it. The Inquisition combed through everything. Most of what was sold in Sunhammer's shops was perfectly ordinary. The demon jewelry was sold to a select few and always by Sunhammer directly, not through his columns. It is clear that he targeted his victims deliberately. Let's see. Well, I can tell you, I hope you will believe within your power, help track down Sunhammer and Soul. Ghost was stopped, Sonya buzz to you and leaves. Okay. Well, what do you know? Looks like we got ourselves tangled up in some demonic conspiracy. Came to the wedding with me, and that we managed to find out what happened, because otherwise Sayla, the dimwit, would have come alone, given the bride a ring with a surprise demon inside, and would have fallen miserably when she tried to help. I know I'm not entirely useless. I can't leave it like this. If anyone has an obligation to find the low-life Sunhammer, return those stolen souls to me. I'll do everything in my power to find him. There are any scumbags somewhere in the world when I need help from every quarter. I'll interrogate prison demons and cultists, whatever it takes to get to the truth. Another chapter in the tale of Malevolent Julie has ended. What will happen next? was that? What was all that? That's just, that's it? I don't know, I've nothing here. There's nothing to even loot in this shop anymore. Okay, I guess we'll go out. Derek Sunhammer is a not nice person. Okay, what's my time? 5 minutes. Okay. Let's go back over here. Go by the merchants, sell off some stuff, and then go back into the Citadel, I guess, and then we've got to go... I want to go finish that one that's way out there. And I have to check on my armies, too.
Let's see what we can do.
Not much of anything there. Don't need that. Still not sure about these things. Take one back. Worth 125. Ring of Summoning. What to do with it? That belt's worth 13,000. But is it a standard action or a swift action? I really don't know. I don't know that I would put this on anybody. Because we're all wearing these kinds of things. Unless it was me. For each ally in a 10-foot radius. Is my horse considered an ally, so I'd always have a +1? I really don't know. This is such nice armor, but I have to test that out and see if the cold aura is always on or if it's something I can turn on. If it's something I can turn on, I might put that on me. Because it's the same as what I'm dealing with here. Alright, well, let's take what little bit of money we can. We used up some spells. The Camellia is no longer here. We've killed her. She has been ended. I need to talk to him. Right? I need to talk to him. I probably should go talk to Horgus too, but I was going to go I'm going to go to the inn and respec Ember. I have to write down everything that I did for her already, and then I'm going to respec her to try and make her a replacement for Nino so we can swap them in and out. Okay. This guy is up here. He was giving me a not now thing, so let's see if I'm supposed to talk to him. If you commander, what's the matter? Any attack of this bloody assault will exact, thinking of soldiers who will never go back to their homes and remembering the day that changed me forever. When my warriors charged into the fire and became ashes in memory, the day for which I was named a hero and whose guilt will haunt me till the day I die. Tell me about that day. Oh, I can describe it in great detail. Lots of time. I return there every night as I fall asleep. I remember how it sounded as the outpost was consumed by flames. I remember counting my soldiers after every attack, every bleeding wound of a gap that had opened in our ranks, how people threw themselves into the boiling river to escape the burning air, and naturally I remember how it felt to be the last, to be the only one left. But I won't recount the specifics to you. This is my nightmare, and burdening my leader with it would be treasonous. I could have done more. I could have saved at least someone. True, I didn't hide behind my comrades' backs, and the wounds I took in the battle nearly killed me, but still, could have done more. What it comes down to is that it's just not fair that I survived when everyone who trusted me with their lives died. There is justice in this world. My survival affronts it. Why did you stay in the army? Because they called me a hero. I was so ashamed at that moment. I knew that they were the heroes, the ones who would never leave the outpost. Their heroism was my undeserved glory, and it was thrust onto my shoulders with all the weight of an order. I swore that I would carry my burden until I became worthy of my brothers and sisters in arms. I'm guilty of receiving the glory that their valor made rightfully theirs. Thank you for telling me this. Someone was changed in his expression. As someone's seemed visor has been slid back over his face, marking the end of a moment of painful sincerity that arose between you. Okay. So I've already gone through this. Right? Yeah, I've already done these. Last ball, graduates of Crusader College Honors. Fought many battles, part of various border units, Yeah, I've been through all this once. Now I don't have to do drills. You guys can pause and read this. I'm trying to see if there's anything I missed. There isn't. Okay. Oh, this is a new one. More than enough on my squad. My last battle was that cursed flame, the battlefield was dark as a cave. So thick as I could see her in my hand. Well, it took a miracle for the clerics to pull me out of my melted armor. It took me 4 years before I could remain calm near fire. Any fire, even candlelight. Maybe I was psychologically broken, but instead I was promoted. Apparently in that fertile we managed to deflect a terrible blow. Protect Canabras from attack of superior force. Apparently we were the heroes. As unyielding as rock, I didn't know that at the time. We were just fighting, burning and fighting. Okay, I have to go. Alright, that was an interesting story. No experience points, so waste of time.
Here we
sorry.
go.
It's painting Arabeth. So we go in here. And we'll go check on our crusade, and then we'll do a rest, and then we gotta figure out what we're gonna do next time. I can tell you already, before we start up again, I'm gonna do a respec on Ember. I'm not gonna respec her out of class. She's gonna stay mainly a witch. She's gonna have the one splash of sorcerer to get all the fire-based stuff, because she gets those like free fire spells and stuff. But I will be changing her point spread, where her points go, as far as her skills go. Her skills will concentrate on the knowledge, like knowledge lore, like I did with Nino. So it'd probably be like knowledge arcania, knowledge world, and then also the use magic items so that she can read scrolls like Nino does. So try to get them up that way. I might have to change one of her feats to accommodate that to work correctly. So I'm going to see what I can do with her. I may give up on the whole experiment, but I am going to try to do that before we do this again. So I'm going to go check on the crusade and see if there's something I need to do here. There were some other things that came up, I think. Decrees. Economy. Army. Heaven Warriors. What is that? I get 5 Monadic Divas. That takes 80 power in 2 days. This would be my leadership goes up a level. So let's go do the leadership. And let's finish off our diplomacy. So we'll do that in a day after we rest. How's my armies? Everybody can't move, so we can just go do a day of rest. Right? I don't think I have anything I really want to... Don't really want to do these guys. Rogues and those guys, I don't need them. I've got other things to do as far as building up my armies. Alright. Sorry, another degree. Oh, another one of these things that I'm never going to get around to doing. Help with the nail, so I got that done. Let's get out of here and go take a rest. Alright, we'll go up here, change our meal to a hearty meal, and take a rest. Gotta save the mulled wine for when I'm in a real fight here. Did I pick up anything I need to put? New materials supplied by the client. The creation of a new midnight vault is impossible. However, significant progress is made in the matter of improving existing vaults. Vaults must be tested in the field. Upcoming celebration in Canaveras may be the best trial. That was me using the bolt. That one. Okay. I'm gonna keep that around. I keep my dinosaur bones around. What do I want to do with these crystals? I don't think I need these anymore, but I'll keep them in my chest. That I might need for other... Got 2 diamonds. So I can do... Raised deads. Okay. Greater reach. Oh. Do you think I spell with range of touch? Close or medium and increase it by 1 range, so she could increase her raise. This makes things last longer. Gotta use these things in the right way. Okay. I have 10 potions of feather step that I don't think I'll ever use. I have 25 potions of protection from evil, which will last for 1 minute each. I have 22 protection from chaos, which will last 1 minute each. 16 from law. 28 from good. I'm sorry. Potions of resist cold, resist acid 1. 2 for resist fire, but 7 on the cold. Okay. Delayed poisons. That's some healing potions here. Bear's endurance. A lot of this stuff I just don't think I need to take. Just have like extras of everything. Got all these scrolls. Cure light wounds, cure critical wounds, cure moderate wounds. A wand that'll let me dimension door around. A fireball wand with only 4 charges left. The wand of good hope with 5 charges left. And the wand of haste with 17 charges left. And the wand of remove disease. Got a bunch of wands. I need a wizard that has 6 arms so I can have him armed with a wand in every hand. Still don't know what this is. Oh, this is stuff I'm going to sell because she's no longer with us. So I can get rid of this and this and this and this. Alright, I need to remember to put those in my inventory and sell. This out, this out, this out, this out. I really like this thing, but I don't think I'll ever get around to being able to use it. But I'll keep it for now. Alright. We're just gonna rest here. Change that to the hearty meal. Rest for 9 hours, see what happens, see if my armies can move. Starting to think you talk in riddles just so you can watch other person try to look smart when they don't have a clue what you mean. I just talk about things as they are. It's other people who make riddles out of what I say. Okay. Uh-oh, okay. Guess the rest was enough to get here. Lady Konami. Commander of the capital needs you to take decisive action. There has been a major scandal. The nation of Andorian, our diplomatic partner, sent its army to help the crusade. However, this apparently generous gesture is nothing more than political provocation. The Andorians want to prevent the emerging of rapprochement between Mendev and Chelix, of which I have previously informed you. Drebly sent their army to our territory without seeking Nerosian's approval. When who accepts this help, it will cool our relations with Isgar and the sons and their Caesarian Chelix. Royal Council command, that is to say, expects you to reject Andorian aid, direct them toward Her Majesty's court. They are welcome to negotiate with the capital. Got a decision made by Her Majesty and her council. Didn't come here empty-handed. They brought weapons and supplies. Let them share those with us, since Nerosian forbids them from joining our army. Come now, Lady Man, all this suspicion. I am sure that the Andorians are driven by nothing more than benevolence and concern for our collective future. We must accept them like dear friends. No. Send the Andorians back home instead of Nerosian, and declare as loudly as possible that we disapprove of their underhand methods. Otherwise, our capital's diplomats will see it as an opportunity to strike a few deals and sweep the whole scandal under the rug. That's not right. Vile deeds should be exposed, not hidden. The whole deal is about them being Andorians. They should just stop them being them. Take down the banners, call themselves mercenaries, problem solved. Neither is a protector of Chelix, and Andorian and Chelix have a long history of feuds. For the Andorians, the highest values of freedom are in equality, and for Chelixians it's order and hierarchy. It's as if the two countries were made to be at odds. The fact that they are both allied with Mendev doesn't stop them from settling scores at any opportunity. If I may, Nerosian considers it more advantageous to cooperate with Igorian, the capital of Chelix. No one is cutting ties with Andorian, no, it's just that relations have cooled somewhat. It's a common occurrence in politics of major powers. Nerosian insists on you inviting Isgar Chelix Protectorate when you accepted their forces. Andorians resorted to a provocation. Neither Nerosian sees their help, incurring Argorians' discontent, or resistance from the row. The council chose the row. Okay. 6,000 finance points. Gain the Andorian equipment feat. Plus 3 bonus to maximum hit points. So they make my champions and my shield better, and my spearmen better. And my convicts. I don't have any convicts. Conscripts. Okay. What's Darians do? 28 hedge knights are recruited at the commander's headquarters. Paladins, and my cavalry gain. Plus 3 to armor class for my paladins, my cuirassiers, hedge knights. But not my hell knights. Okay. And land. 45 Rangers. Range unit capable of defending themselves in close combat. Archers, Rangers, Marksmen, Axe Hunters, and Slingers gain the scary training. An opponent damaged by this unit makes a Fortitude saving throw. Failing a saving throw applies -2 penalty to armor class amount and all saving throws. Okay. Woljeff. Okay. I don't need the Chronosis, but I haven't sided with her in a while. I think we should, protect for allies and enduring history. Let's see what the council has to say. It's a wish of the capital. You do understand that this situation is larger and more complex than what you can see from Dresden. It would be inconvenient for us to quarrel with Chelix at the moment, and Endorian is pushing us to do exactly that. We never will compensate you for your losses. We are guided not by consideration of our own benefit, but of the good of your army and the entire crusade. Alright, when they give you something, you take it, especially freebies. Don't bother feeding us that garbage about compensating us later. The authorities do it whenever that's fleeting time, and then what? People get nothing back. Compensating my tail. Crooked not clever than Karos enemies fight, then there's not a soldier, just your average throats. Endorians agree to something like this may fix the plummet, and it's not as high as it is. Yeah, figure out which demons we're supposed to the ones in front lines, the ones protected. The integrity of Endorians, which is why I'm suggesting that we treat the Endorians in a way that will make it clear we won't stand for being used. If you want to help, then do it decently, and if you want to scheme, just go home. It will discourage wily opportunists, but will win the respect of those bad guys. Decent. Okay, but what this soldiers' crime? They are prepared to risk their lives to defend Galarian, and they're certainly not looking to gain anything from this war. It's just to punish them for their actions of their leaders. We shouldn't be surprised when people start to judge us by the deeds of Neuros and bureaucracy. And the Shilling is my witness. I wish I could offer another solution, but we have sworn an oath to Her Majesty. If Neurosian doesn't wish to see Endorian troops in Dresden, we have no right to invite them. But no one can forbid us from accepting their help in the form of weapons and supplies. Nor is not just some political conflict, there's a battle for fate of Galarian. Everyone's entitled to do their part. If only we behave like the daughter of a noble family who wants to give herself to a dashing bard, but keep her maiden honor. Does become must reject the aid of violent allies and share the burden of holy war. I mean, yeah, so with forgiveness too, coming from the direction of Neurosine, but there can be no place for sin on a crusade. Don't forget about the sin of slander, Count. Enough tomfoolery just will lead to diplomatic disaster. One thing I can say for sure, this was a bold move by Endorian. They are willing to invest much in this cause, our cause. I see no reason to refuse it. I never was fond of Chelix anyway. Don't like their practices, or their wine. Okay. Well, as much as I kind of like some of your other ideas, I think I really want to go with this one because I get Crusaders, Champions, and Marksmen. I don't need the Crusade increase. 28 Hedge Knights, but I'll never get any more Hedge Knights because they don't get recruited. 45 Rangers would be cool, but that wouldn't really help me that much. Hedge Knights are recruited. They get to move faster. And we get a little better armor class if we use this one. This gives me actual fighting units, and this one gives me an actual fighting unit. That gives me one. This one gives me champions and cuirassiers and marksmen. I'll go with Lady Konami. And here comes my logistics guy, Captain Hartman. We are short on soldiers. Any elation from Dresden is long gone. We now face the harsh reality of a drawn-out war. What is sufficient for an expedition? Proper army that needs to hold the territories around Dresden and still advance forward. Now that we've dealt with the weary and replenished our officer corps, we need more troops. I suggest we write a letter to Mendev and ask Her Majesty for a new draft. A long time, to be perfectly honest, but it's the most reliable option we have. Already given everything it can spare for this war, I say we ask our priests to be more active with their preaching in other lands. Inspire more people to volunteer. Red draft might not be enough. We have one permanently in effect as it is. We should suggest that Crown recruit all those who lost everything in the attack on Canabras and other cities. Instead of meager state-issued meals for these orphans and homeless refugees, they get army rations, a pair of boots, and a spear. Not the best solution for them, and they won't be the best soldiers for us. Still, we'll have plenty of material to sift through and forge into solid combatants. Yeah, you won't get far on sheer enthusiasm. Fortunately, we have good coin to dress it up. Everyone who's ready to fight for lofty ideals is already here. It's time to call on those who would fight for gold. Ever since you took those measures, we haven't heard a word from them. After your changes within the officers' ranks, the command staff is showing nothing but loyalty. Okay, what is this now? Souls all over creation. I just need to get through them. States. You guys can pause and read this. I'm losing my voice again. And I'm up 32 minutes. So. Darian? Okay. Advantage once they're faced with so dangerous. Enhance timing and we need true soldiers. Let's imagine like what's on the alright. Maybe that's like a lot. Nice. Thank you, everything is clear. Alright, his effects. Unlocks royal conscription. Recruitment growth increases by 10% for 14 days. Takes 30 days. Every 30 days I get 14 days of 10%. That's not really good. Darian, generous recruiters. Increase by 1 for 14 days. Every 20 days. Okay. Federal. Refugees recruitment. Recruitment growth for 20. Trainable units increases by 20% for 14 days. Crusade morale. Reduces by 20. Reduces? By 20. Just adds an extra mercenary unit. Celia. It's the Preacher's Decree. Every 20 days, recruitment trainable units by 7% for 20 days. So when you do this, this comes through. Oh, let's do the Preachers. I haven't done one for her. Manage Crusade Affairs. Alright, we need to put a break in here. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up button. Really like to see, go ahead and subscribe and hit the notify bell. Trying to remember, do I need to check on anybody's spells? Do I need to replenish spells? Oh yeah, she's got another spell to pick. Okay, so I need to do some spell stuff here too. How did she get another spell? When did that happen? So I don't think anybody else has new spells. We didn't really use up any of our spells. Enio just forgot to get a spell in her spell book when she went up in intelligence or something, it looks like. That's right, I did give her that intelligence thing. So she got an extra spell here. The next time she rests, let's keep these in an even number. Or no, we want to keep that as an odd number. And we want to do the same thing for this. Because she can remember 1 with her thing. So if you need to cast 4 of these, you can cast 3 and then remember the 4th, right? I don't know. She also has enervation, which is very bad with that. Alright, let's get out of here. We'll go put ourselves in our room. No, I think we'll start from here next time. So if you like, see the thumbs up button, really see, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notify bell, be notified when I upload videos and or schedule streams. Do have a goal of trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. That way, you're helping me out, and it doesn't really hurt you. And then if you don't want to miss any episodes, you can hit that notify bell, and you'll be notified whenever I upload stuff. So, until we meet again, I'm Dren608. Stay safe, and bye-bye.